Dragon Raja is out with a classical version. If you guys never heard about Dragon Raja, it's an open world MMORPG that released many years ago that was pretty hype but became pay to win very fast. But now they've released a classical version. So we're going to be checking out the classical version, let you guys know if this game is worth checking out or not. So let's jump right into it. So we are here on the character selection screen, and from you guys can see on the classical version we have like the base classes that the Dragon Raja when they first came out had, but also the Reaper. That's the class they have added that they didn't have back in the day when Dragon Raja first came out. And they have basically the classical version is supposed to be a simpler way, because let's be real, Dragon Raja, it's impossible to catch up to. I can't unlock it until, okay, we'll play fighter then, or soul dancer, or assassin. We're gonna play assassin. Now Dragon Raja is impossible to catch up to. If you're starting new with Dragon Raja, you cannot catch up to day. Ooh, okay, we're just gonna randomize it and enter a game. You can customize it like you want, because this game has 13 classes, super pay to win. Is impossible to catch up unless you're spending some hefty money. So then adding a classical version is very nice. It's good for people that play the game that want to come back to the game, for newer players that never played Dragon Raja, or players that are currently playing the game but cannot catch up. So classical version, great, is smaller file size. If you're running like a phone where you don't have much space, it's great too, because it doesn't take as much space. So the classic version is on Android and will be releasing on iOS, and you can get it on APK on your PC. So basically the classic version, it's not the same game as when the game first released. What they have done is they have taken the game and added new features. So basically there could be features in this game that are out in the new game and current updates. So the game feels way more fulfilling and has way more content than it had when it first launched, right? But the classic version is basically a simpler version of the game. Let's say you have to do dailies on the main game, right? You have to do 10 dailies in this game. They have basically made it easier to do dailies and stuff. Like instead of 10, you can do 3. You guys get what I mean. So basically it's for people that probably don't have as much time and somebody that's looking for something new. Right now the mobile MMORPG market is pretty stale, so this will be like a good game to play and try out if you guys are looking for a game to play, right? Because Dragon Raja overall, it's a good game. You know, the combat is good, the content, there's a lot of content, there's raid, dungeons, so on. The only issue with Dragon Raja is the pay to win. That's what killed the game, you know? Like the whales could just solo all the new and hard raids. It was really like very unfortunate how the route that went with the game. But overall the game is nice. Amazing customization. They have amazing, let's look at the wardrobes right here. Like, look at this. You have a lot of different outfits that you can get, right, in the game. They have a lot of customization options for your characters. So overall, again, a lot of cool stuff overall in the game that you guys can do. So Dragon Raja overall is good. Now, what I do think about the classic version, unfortunately, I'm not as hyped about it because games usually wait like 10, 20, 30 years before releasing their classic version. This game has been out for what, 5 years, and they're already out with the classic version. You know what it looks like to me? It looks like a way to milk money, because they realize that the game they have right now, no new players are playing it. It is run by whales, right? It's run with a lot of monetization, a lot of pay to win, but the core of the game is good. So what they probably thought, hey, let's take the core of the game, make it easier, make it simpler to get new players so you can milk them. Because most likely what's going to happen with the classic version 2 right here is it's going to end up being pay to win. Okay, they're going to do it. It's just the reality of it. But you can play it and have fun with it as long as you don't pay to win, right? If you don't pay to win, you can enjoy the game for what it is. Probably play the classic version for 1 month or 2, because that's usually what most classic games, like the lifespan of most classic games tend to be. They usually last like 1 to 2 months before people get bored of it and stop playing it. And honestly, I really like that the game is not a copy paste. The classic version is not a copy paste of when the game first launched. They made a different storyline. I like that, you know, because storyline in Dragon Raja was very important. We got other skills. The combat was really good too. We got little hoodlums. Oh my goodness. Got a little assassin. You see, the combat is good. You know, you can full move while attacking. I always liked Dragon Raja combat. But what really turned me off of the game was when I was first playing it, when it first came out, was that... Oh, we got a female gangster. Was that I was enjoying it. We got like the first kill on the first dungeons. And then when they introduced the third dungeon, right? You know what happened on the third dungeon? We had one guy that just paid win from the start. He just carried the whole dungeon solo. Like, it just ruined the game for me instantly. Like, being able to pay to win from the scratch, not even wait a month, because most games, you know, they have some kind of dignity. They wait a month or they wait 2 months before making the game pay to win. Dragon Raja did not do that. They're like, yo, y'all want to pay to win from the start? You guys can do that. You can become super whales from day one. So I did not like that at all, that they did that with Dragon Raja. It turned me off from the game because it's unfortunate. The game is good. They just ruined it. And most likely what happened with Dragon Raja currently is, even though they're coming up with updates, they just lost a huge player base. So that's why they're introducing a classic version. There's no other reason to introduce a classic version of the game this early. All right, so we finally finished the annoying trailer intro. And look at this, guys. $15 to buy pay to win, basically. It's just disappointing to see. Like, you're making a classic version of the game and you're introducing pay to win immediately to the game. It's so bad. Like, they have like no respect for their customers at all. It's just like a whole like money making scheme. Guys, I strongly dislike this. It is so bad. Imagine making a classic version of the game just to milk your player base. Look at all the stuff that you can buy. Weekly sale, daily sale. This is just from the start of classic version. Imagine what's going to happen in like a week or a month, or when they introduce a new update. It's ridiculous. It's so sad. Like, they have literally no respect at all. Hey, let's introduce a classic version of the game, but let's make it pay to win. Yeah, sick, cool. And then they have this annoying notification thing that really annoys me, that you have to like every day you have to tap to claim. You get 888 gold, but it's just like a marketing scheme, right? They do this just so you go into the shop, so maybe you get interest to buy something. That's basically what it is. They have so many different packs. It's ridiculous. It's so bad. Like, look at this. Hey, we have a newbie package for you. $5. Hey, buy this. So unfortunate, man. I was really hoping that with the classic version, they wouldn't like... The whole point of a classic version is so people can actually enjoy Dragon Raja for what it is. Not pay to win as much, play and grind. But in classic version 2, you can just go and pay to win whatever you want. You can go probably solo. If you pay to win enough, you can solo the first 5 dungeons alone and go into PvP and defeat 10 players immediately. Actually, such a shame that they did this with this game. I was really hoping the classic version would be a little bit better, you know. But I'm not gonna rant anymore on the game. It's just very disappointing to see publisher and developers do this, you know, introduce the game, make a classic version of the game after like 4 or 5 years, which nobody asked for, and just try to milk as much money. Like, first I was just talking about it earlier and I was just memeing on it, right? Because like it was like a joke. Hey, they're probably just gonna milk money. But just going into the first thing I get is 3 notification pop-ups to pay to win some more. Like, yo, relax. That's so sad to see, man. But a Dragon Raja classic, and apparently there's a lot of people playing it though. Like, look at this. A lot of people are actually playing it. I saw a lot of people in the chat, so people are excited for it. People want to test it out, but I don't think it's gonna last long at all, because let's be real, if you can pay to win in this game, you know, why not just go to the main game and pay to win there? You know, there's more content there. Like, why come to the classic version? Like, there's no point. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit easier, I guess, because it's not as much to do. So it's like a basically simpler, more pay to win version, not more pay to win, but simpler pay to win version of the game. So if you want to play a simpler Dragon Raja, which is a little less pay to win, you know, you can check it out. I don't know if it's globally out yet. I think you can get it with like an APK or something. But people are actually playing it, surprisingly. And you know what's insane about this is, before I even unlock dungeons, before I even unlock PP, I unlock the shop. Now I remember why I quit this game. Like, damn. How to ruin a game like this. Adding that, in 3 years they're gonna introduce a new classic version. It's gonna be like Dragon Raja Classical 2. Now instead of 6 classes, you get 3 classes, and you get less dungeons and only 1 daily quest, but you can spend $1,000 off the bat to max your character. Wow. But that is it, guys. I'm not gonna rant anymore on Dragon Raja. I mean, I expected this, you know, getting into this, just checking out Dragon Raja Classic. It was kind of obvious that this is the route that they were going with. So nothing very unique, nothing very impressive about the game at all is to be expected. Dragon Raja Archosaurus, they started Dragon Raja, they made a bunch of money of it, and now they're not making as much money anymore. They're losing population. So this was a ploy basically to use the coding that they had of the Dragon Raja already and make a classical version, which is just as pay to win. So you will get less content. Yes, everybody starts fresh, everybody's newbie, which is nice, you know, starting fresh with Dragon Raja. It's a good game overall, you know, a lot of customization options in the game. Combat is good, that PvP, the PvE, the whole guild system, social club, you can increase your social status in the game by being an artist or a cook or a lot of different stuff. So they have a lot of options, but in my opinion, should you guys check out Dragon Raja Classic? Absolutely not. If you really are looking for a game to play, a game to grind, you know, might as well check it out for the nostalgia. Or if you never check out Dragon Raja, might as well check it out, because there's nothing you have to lose. Just do not spend money in it, guys, please. There are better things to spend money on than this game. If you wanna, if you have to, if you feel like you have to spend money, go ahead. I don't recommend it at all. But that is it. Dragon Raja Classic. It's called basically Dragon Raja L, and it is an L, guys. It's a massive L. This game, massive L. Classic, massive L. Disaster. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, you know, I help you guys out by telling you not to check out the game so you don't have to yourself. Give me a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, check out this video right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.